So, it's been a couple days since I've gotten an upload, and I would like to explain why. First and foremost, the one of the bigger reasons why I've been away for a couple of days now is I started playing No Man's Sky, and that game is so much fun. I've been having a blast playing that game. So it sucked me in. It's taken up my life, and that's not a good thing. But I've played it long enough now that I think I've kind of worked out the obsessive desire to play the game out of my system a little bit. So hopefully I can get back to doing normal shit. But there's that. The other reason is because I'm off of my sleeping meds. Right? So I back into the insomnia again. I'm tired all day long, and then when it gets to be night, I get in bed and I'm like, I can't go to sleep. So that sucks. And on top of that, my sleeping meds were great for not only helping me to actually get to sleep, but also it kind of acted as a dream suppressant, because I have just awful dreams. So that's not been good. For an example, this is going to be essentially like a dream diary type thing. I might actually make a playlist of this. I might do this more often. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If these are interesting to you, then I'll keep talking about them. But the two weird ones, last night and the night before, were probably the weirdest that I've had so far. It's gonna get worse, believe me. 2 nights ago, the dream I had, I was at a party with a whole bunch of people. PewDiePie was hosting. I don't know fucking why. Whatever. I think it was like a birthday party for him or something like that, and I was there for some reason. It was really weird. It was not in a place you'd expect to be where PewDiePie would have a party. And it was not the type of party that you'd expect to happen. I don't know. A lot of that I don't remember. The whole party aspect of it I really don't remember. But I remember the things that I focused on in the dream was there was a girl that was there that was a friend. I don't know if she was a girlfriend, didn't really catch that kind of emotional vibe in the dream. But she was somebody I knew, somebody I liked. She was a friend of mine in one sense or another. And there was a little kid, maybe 6, 7, something like that. And it was like a little dirty, I don't know, redneck kid or something like that. Forgive me, it's difficult to describe. It was a dirty little kid, And it wasn't like the kid was filthy or anything like that. It was just, he was dressed shabby, holes in his clothes and all that sort of thing. And I don't know, he was very weird. He was a very weird little kid. Tended to stare a lot and want to touch this girl. Not in any weird way or anything like that. He just constantly wanting to touch her, and it was annoying the shit out of her. And the kid's parents were there, and they were, okay, here's a good description. This family would fit very well in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No, you know what I mean now? You get the description a little bit more, dirty, redneck kind of, yeah. So, it was the mom and the dad. The mom and the dad were always standing next to each other. And they were very creepy. Very, very creepy and weird. And I could tell that they were getting upset because the girl wasn't letting the kid touch her a whole lot. She kept fucking going away from the kid and trying to avoid the kid. And that was annoying them for whatever reason. Who knows? It's a dream. And so that kind of went on just to kind of set things up, I guess. I don't know. PewDiePie came out and made some sort of speech at one point or another. That was really his only role. But I could tell that he was the one throwing the party. I got that sense of it, right? I have no fucking clue what the speech actually was. It's not very often that I retain much of things that people say in my dreams for whatever reason. I don't know. But so then it got to where like we were all sleeping in this big party hall. Like we're all sleeping together, and there was a TV on, and I was sleeping like next to the girl, not next to, like there are two beds, me in one bed, a space between us, and then her in another bed, like a cot, like, you know, cots that you'd lay out if you're gonna have a shit ton of people sleep in a party room for whatever reason. And it was all lit by just the glow from the TV, you know, and I kind of like woke up and saw her laying there with the creepy kid like kind of kneeling on the bed next to her head, and he was like petting her hair, and I could see the mother and father like standing behind him, like kind of creepily looking over the situation. And she woke up and just screamed, "What?" Right? And like pushed the kid off bed. Now, in that situation, I can't really blame her. She woke up to some creepy kid petting her head. I would have probably reacted the same. But all of it, I mean, it happened so fucking fast. She wakes up, screams "What?" pushes the kid. The mother runs up, pulls out a giant fucking knife. It was kind of curved, like almost like a kukri. It was curved downward. And she went whap, 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 and just diced her into large chunks. Just that, I mean, it was lightning fucking fast. And the girl looked up and said, "Oh my God, you killed me so fast, my friends are dead." And then she just kind of fell apart, and I woke up. So that was fun. That was fun. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means anything, or I don't know if that's just some fucked up thing. But it was certainly horrific to see. So that was 2 nights ago. And then last night, I was going to my job to get my mail. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I had my mail delivered to my work, and not just to the work. No. The mailboxes were on the outside of the building, and they looked like apartment mailboxes. Not like my mailbox at my actual apartment, just kind of generic apartment mailboxes, right? And I go to get my mail, and there's a whole bunch of people standing outside, and it was like some people I recognized from my last job and stuff like that, and some people I didn't fucking know who the hell we were. But I go and I get my mail, and I could tell that there was just, it was tense. For whatever reason, it was tense as fuck. And I get my mail, and then I was talking to a couple of guys, and we're walking away leaving, and then all of a sudden, it was like I saw sparks just coming off of everything in my field of view. And I could tell that we were being shot at. We started to run, and I mean, it was like, it wasn't like the gun shot really fast, you know, one bullet at a time. It was like it shot really fast and just hundreds of bullets in a giant, huge fucking area of just bullets everywhere. And they were little 22 bullets. I know that because they were 22 bullets. I said, those are 22 bullets. I don't know, fuck it, it's a dream, whatever. So, little 22 bullets. I mean, they're just fucking everywhere, going off everywhere, all at once, everywhere. It was ridiculous. So we're running, everybody's getting hit. We ran into like all of a sudden, we're running down like a parking deck, you know, drive where, you know, kind of goes around, and then there's the cars. And I went and hid around behind the car, and I knew I'd been hit hundreds of times. And so is everybody else, just getting fucking just destroyed by this gun. And I ran kind of down and then stopped at the bottom of it before the actual turn that went into the parking area. And I ran behind a car that was parked there somehow. I don't know. Whatever. I was in a safe place. And then the dude ran around and he was just fucking shooting bullets everywhere. And somebody ran up with like a motorcycle helmet. Like a motorcycle helmet, football helmet mix. It had like the hole where the ear is, kind of like a football helmet, but it was like a motorcycle helmet. It didn't have a grill on it or anything like that. And I could see all the little .22 bullets like sticking into the helmet. And the guy put the helmet like on the car in front of me. Just some random guy ran up, put the helmet on the car in front of me and said, "Well, that guy's dead." And ran off, like, disappeared, ran off, whatever, I don't know. All I could see was the dude just fucking spraying just this massive cone of .22 bullets all over the fucking place. And then the cops came and shot him. Like, they just kind of appeared, shot him, killed him. And then, right next to the car that I was hiding behind, there was a picnic table. And me and all the other people that had gotten shot, we're all sitting around the picnic table. And we were just kind of marveling at what had happened. And I was spitting up .22 bullets. Like, just every time somebody would say something and I would just spit out just a shit ton of .22 bullets. I was just spitting them out. And then I woke up. So, yeah, the first one was pretty horrific. Very violent. At the end, it was almost nice in the beginning, and then it kind of had an air of creepiness to it that turned into just this horrific fucking, I don't know, it was fucking crazy. And then last night was just anarchy. It was fucking off the wall. So those are the kind of dreams I have, folks. If you're interested in hearing more of these, I'll try and remember them, and I'll after every couple of nights, I'll get a couple of good stories together and let you know what's going on in my head for whatever fucking reason. But yeah, those of you out there who study Freud, I would love to have your take on both of those. What you think that means, just so that I can kind of laugh about it, because I don't really. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't believe in the whole dream analyzation thing at all. I'm saying that, yeah, there's probably some sort of something going on with that with normal people dreams. I've never really had a normal people dream. I don't know what they're like. So, but every time I tell somebody that says, "Oh, I've read a couple of books on like dream study and stuff like that. What do you dream about?" And I tell them the dream that I had, and then they go, "Yeah, I don't know." So, I don't know. But yeah, if you want to kind of try and psychoanalyze that, feel free. Love to know what you have to say about it. But yeah, so there you go. That's one of the reasons why I've the past couple of days I've taken off, and I kind of tried to reset my sleep schedule to more of a 9 to 5 workday type of schedule, so that I could, be accessible really at any time frame of the day for any potential job I may get. Because it's difficult for me to get up early in the morning, so if I wind up with a first shift job, that's going to be a bitch. And if I wind up with a second shift job, that's perfect. That's my usual sleep schedule, it kind of revolves around second shift. And if I wind up working third shift, I stay up all night anyways, pretty easily, so that's not a problem. But I had to stay up for like 36 hours just to kind of get tired enough to hopefully be able to actually go to bed around like midnight. And I got it to work, and then the last couple of nights I've been up until like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I think last night I didn't go to bed till 6 again, so Probably just fucked all that up. But I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I'm only getting about 3 or 4 hours of sleep because I wake up after these horrible dreams and I've only slept for maybe 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm like, well, fuck all that. I ain't going back to bed. Because another thing that's weird with me is that if I wake up out of a dream, I'll either, if I go back to bed, if I can actually get back to sleep, I'll either have the same exact fucking dream but just slightly different here and there, or I'll have a continuation of that dream. And I really didn't want to have that same fucking chopping the girl up dream again, and I really didn't want to see what happened next. And as far as the hail of bullets, yeah, I was disinterested as fuck as that. I went to bed at like, I think the last time I looked at the clock it was 6:30. So I had to have fallen asleep, obviously, sometime after that. But I woke up at like 10:30, 11, something like that. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And I woke up and I was like, yeah, fuck all that. I'll just stay up again. So I've been a very sleepy boy, and I've been really involved in No Man's Sky. So I've also been a bad YouTuber, and I'm sorry.